Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. In the last episode, we sorted out food and fertilizer over here. We've got a pretty steady supply now, but I do think we may have to look at further optimizations in the not too distant future. We also upgraded the ship's bridge to ship speed number 2, and now I believe we should be able to go and explore a little further. Not enough fuel. Hang on. What's the situation here? We are fully loaded. What is the issue then? Can we not upgrade our... What are we missing? Fuel tank? No fuel tank? Hang on. Let's have a quick look here. So we need to do what? Once fitted, the ship will be able to travel farther. So we need this. We need ship's engine number 2. So after our electrolysis, we may have to add this one to the queue straight away and move it from there. Unfortunately, that's the issue. Okay, so that is the issue there. What we also have, which we have never set up, is recycling. So if I look at this, right, recycling gives us a waste sorting plant and a biomass collection. Collects organic waste leftovers from food. Typically, if a settlement does not have this module built, all organic waste ends up in general waste. So biomass collection is the first thing we're going to do. With biomass, we can either burn it or we can also put it in a boiler, the coal boiler, for instance. So that's an interesting component. So let's get the biomass collector up and running, probably over here. Well, what I think we'll do is I'm going to get rid of these two. Let's get rid of those. I don't think we are using, well, we're using them, but they're really probably not even remotely as effective as they probably should be. So let's get rid of that. And in that case, what we'll go is we'll head off to the town here and have a look. So here we've got waste collection, the Recyclables Collection, and Biomass Collection. So I'm quite comfortable to do a biomass collector over there. We'll go ahead, get that built, no problemo. And biomass goes into, that's a U-shaped conveyor there. So we can see biomass is being collected already. We will get ourselves a bit of a loose storage over here. I do think we'll redo this pipe in the not too distant future. We'll basically pop that in there so that we have a bit of an area. And biomass, just going back and having a quick look at the biomass situation. Can we dump biomass? I'm not sure. Biomass can either be burned and create some pollution, or we can use it in the coal boiler. So where we have coal boilers, so let's just see how quickly this is filling up. And that should be creating less waste for us over here. Waste production over here is going to be much less of an issue now that we've got that one going. So that's all good. Any bread in here, any veggies? We only have corn. At least we have corn. So at least we won't go hungry. But we really need to up our game with that a little bit more. So that's biomass, and biomass is slowly filling up. Now, the next piece of the puzzle is then going to go and be is going to be Recyclables Collection. So that'll kind of bring out all of the recyclables from here, and then we'll have to go and get it into a sorting station. So let's go. Ooh, shall we do it on this side? Yeah, let's do it on this side. Let's do it on that side. And I'll go ahead and get that built. We should have all the decent amounts here. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Doing a decent job on that. So now recyclables will be collected from here. Recyclables goes into the storage as well. The loose storage. So if I do a little bit of this, for instance, well, I'll do it like that. And then what we'll do is we'll just get the U shape and pop it in there. Come on, pop it in there. There we go. And we will build that. So now we're starting to collect recyclables. This thing, we just need to make sure that doesn't get filled. Recyclable should start running in here. Loose storage has low supply of coal. Yeah, it's not a big deal, I think. Yeah, it's really not a big deal. We may just be needing to deal with our logistics. All of this should be working, no problem. All of this is filled up. All of these things are filled up. Ooh, because we're doing research at a pretty decent rate, that is becoming a little bit of a challenge for us. So I believe we should be fine. Picker parts 2 is all good. Steel is all good. You know what? I'm comfortable to upgrade this guy because we really should be bringing in more glass. Keep that nice and full. Steel is nice and full anyway. And then over here, steel should be, yeah, pretty reasonable. Okay, all good. Lab equipment. So we're kind of using the lab equipment. Electrolysis is done. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So lab equipment is moving its way through there. Are we 24 lab equipment? And this one is creating 12. So let's boost that a little bit. Just a little bit, just to make sure we keep going on that. But because we every now and again stop the research for a while and slow things down a bit, it's not the end of the world. Can I have a quick look at biomass here? Oh, no, over here. Yeah, slowly filling up. No recyclables yet. So what is the situation with recyclables? Collect the recyclables from attached settlement. The recyclables are generally only from products that you provide to the settlement. Household goods. If a settlement does not have this module built, all recyclables end up in general waste. Oh, no, from household goods. So I don't think we're giving them anything to create recyclables from. And I think that's the situation. But that's all good. Now, electrolysis is the next one. We will be using that to create chlorine. So let's quickly pop in chlorine. That's all the wrong buttons. Chlorine. So chlorine is, yeah, created from brine to create chlorine. What we can do is we can use wastewater plus filter media and chlorine to do sludge. We can also use naphtha and chlorine to produce plastic, which is probably what we'll do. Or ethanol and chlorine to produce plastic, which we could do also. Coal and chlorine to produce graphite and sour water. So all of these things are things that we'll do. At the moment, not a big priority for us to do chlorine, actually. Not a big priority. There's something wrong with the mining tower. Okay. Good, we spotted that in a fairly reasonable amount of time. So what we will do is we will edit the mining area. No, that's certainly not what we're after. We'll edit the mining area something like this, okay? And then we'll go and make sure that we go and dig out a little bit more here. So this thing, there's not a lot of coal ready to go here. So what I'm thinking, let's rethink what we're doing with the coal over here. I'm just going to clean all of that out. Okay, so what I would like to do is start digging a little bit earlier. And we'll dig a pretty humongous ramp, right? So that's already going to start digging in a little deeper here. And then from there, we'll kind of do it flat again. Come on, get out of my way. It's -2 there, but it's -5 down here. And then what we'll do is we'll, oh, no. We'll flatten it out over here a little bit more. Okay, so if we do that, that should give us a fair bit more to dig into. So guys, get cracking on that one. I'm also pretty keen on getting another couple of big diggers out here. So let's get a couple more big ones going. 1, 2 of them should do the trick for now. And we'll get them to come and move their way over here to the coal industry. We should get coal pretty quickly, though. What? Oh, yeah. So that one should just be... This one doesn't have any designation. So what we would like to do is make sure that that is kept empty. But what is it saying? Lose storage to invalid route assigned. Storage has import route, but also has empty slider. Ah, okay. So that can't work. So what we'll need to do is get ourselves the next one. No, don't hit that button. Do this one. Get that built. See, so this one has an empty slider. And then... what is this? This is rock. So go and put rock in here. It's quite interesting. So get me some rock in there. Oh, it's the wrong way. It's the wrong way around. Come on. Come on, buddies. Come on. Move that one for me. Try it again. Like so. There we go. And now try it. This time around it should work. Now, if I do, I think what I need to do, I don't think the empty slider will actually take it anywhere. So what I'll do instead is I will make sure to put the export route all the way over there. So we'll keep dumping on this side for the time being. We don't need to do crazy things here, but we could dump pretty decent amounts of stuff here and get it sorted. Ship engine 2 is ready to go. Well, not ready to go, is underway. Yeah, we've got another one ready to go. So please add it to the mix there. Yeah, we're starting to see some more coal in here. Don't import here. And don't export there. Yeah, we're going a little deeper now. All good. Power has not been a problem in quite a while. We could grab a couple of extra big trucks as well. So let's grab a couple of them. And over here, we are not seeing recyclables, which we thought we would. We wouldn't. And now we've got some biomass. Now the question is, do we potentially move our biomass over here and run both biomass also? We can also do animal feed. Wow, it needs a hell of a lot of biomass potentially to do that. Okay, what I'm going to do is set up a bit of a loose storage here and move our biomass into this direction. Okay, so if we do that, that should work. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that. We'll remove that one. We'll get ourselves a U-shaped balancer. U-shaped balancer. We'll pop it in there. Awesome. We'll get some U-shaped conveyors. Oh. Come on. There we go. And if we rotate that, we'll do that. And we'll do this. And we'll get all of that stuff built. And we will prioritize this as an input. Right. And this will be biomass. Biomass. And we will... All we'll do is we'll keep the other one empty. So once there's enough biomass, it should, in fact, do the trick. So let's make sure to kind of keep biomass as empty as possible there. That should all kind of help. Food is a bit of a challenge for us all the way. Now, what we can do is we can certainly start going in here and say, guys, we will need this. So let's start up our repairs for that. We could drop the boost over here. There's plenty of stuff going on. And food should be, wow. Yeah, I think food's doing a decent job. What we will do is let's start upping our fertilization level to everything else a little bit more and see if we keep using more and more of the fertilizer. This is still running full tilt at least. I think it is, and there's pretty much a lot going on here. If we go into this one, are we enforcing even inputs? We are enforcing even inputs. It's all filled up, and even the boat still has stuff in there. So that's okay. So once that is actually sorted, it should be good. So when this stops, it means it's all full, even up to there. So the bigger container stuff is probably a good idea. And I'm kind of wondering, maybe what we'll do is let's create a few more fluid storages like this, and we'll just make sure we've got a decent amount here. And what I'll do is run pipe 2 like that, and so we'll keep we'll now be able to fill up a fair bit more diesel tanks here. So now you'll see that thing fill up pretty quickly. Well, let's do another. Try and get this thing to move through a little quicker. Yeah, there we go. Run it full tilt, buddies. Run it full tilt. Now we're out of power for some reason. And it is why. You should be running, right? It's not running. We may have a bit of trouble there, actually. All good, though. All good. All good. That's all working. We do need to get that done. Now, we can get some recyclables going on over here. So the next thing I would like to do is this sorting plant. Wow, that's pricey. That is super pricey. Getting the recyclable sorting plant going is like crazy. Really crazy. Let's go ahead and at least do one more in here. With that one in place, we can go and get a little bit more of the unit 3s ready to go. So now things will move quicker. Let's give these two guys a bit of a boost. We'll run some more of that out here. We don't need this one boosted anymore. These can continue to be boosted. That's okay. So let's try and move a little bit more through there. Then we'll start looking towards our recyclables. Is the ship fully loaded? Start loading the ship, please. We should have enough of that. No problems. All good. Ship's engine 2 is almost there. I think we've got another big one over here. So let's bring another big one into this general direction. I wouldn't mind a little bit more of this. So let's add a couple more large loose storages over here. We'll get that sorted out so they'll all move in there. Okay, and now no export here, no import or export there, and no import, but well export. Yes, there we go. So there we go. So now we've got a little bit more coal being stockpiled, ready to go. Nice. Couple extra trucks maybe. 1, 2. Should be all good. We should have a fair bit of glass stored here. Steel. What's the steel situation looking like? We are doing decent amounts of steel though. And slag is being moved through. Yeah, so this is actually getting quite slow. Okay, let's have a look. What's going on here? Ooh. Interesting. So we can start digging out that way and start digging out this way. We would just want to make sure we're not digging into the water here, though, because I think that could be, I don't actually know how we would deal with that. But anyway, let's start digging that out a little bit more. Like so, potentially we could run one more here. Let's try one more up on this edge here. So there's a little bit more going on there. What I will do is I will trim back one big guy over here and I will move it to this side. And we can probably do a couple more big ones as well in this location. Ship loaded. Excellent. Now the ship is ready to go. So let's head on out over there and deliver the cargo. Ship is doing its thing. Anything in there? All good. Okay, things are running quite nicely. Yeah, no, this is working quite well. We've got a lot of diesel being generated here. Lots of coal coming in. All good. And I think our food is doing what exactly? That thing all filled up. Interesting. Is it going to back up though? It's kind of the question, if it's going to back up or not. Ship has no orders. It is busy doing something. Getting that up and running. Deliver to the sawmill. Finish ship engine 2. I like it. Let's get back out to there and see. That is now done. Let's pop into the sawmill. I want to switch that off, please. We don't necessarily need that, but we've got it all sorted out. Now, head on home, sort yourselves out, and from here, we'll get our next round of research going. Which will be what? Large storage is something I'm interested in, but I'm also quite interested in naphtha reforming. Not that we need it. So let's go for large storage first. Then we'll go for naphtha reforming, wastewater treatment, and plastics. Exhaust filtration is something that's of interest. Snacks production. Like it. I like it. Where is our... housing 3. Rotary kiln. Rotary kiln for glass. Limestone and fuel gas gives us cement. So it's a different process for getting cement, is it? At the moment, we're doing something else with that. But anyway, we'll keep going on these. What we can do, we don't actually use any of this anymore. So I can quite comfortably go ahead and clear out some of this stuff. Overtime is all that we're going to require. And that one. So over time, you can kind of move these things out and use it. Ship's engine. So let's have a bit of a look over here. We will want to upgrade the ship's engine, please. The ship's engine 2 increases the speed and the range of the ship. And that should be all good. So let's go and hit the continue button so they can start dropping some stuff off over here. Oh, why is this actually producing power? Because I never switched that on. And that'll be our top priority first. So let's run that one first. So now we should be running this. Get rid of our biomass first. And then we'll do coal from there. Interesting. We never actually had any issues with that though. These guys are still pretty busy, but ramping that down quite nicely over there. We've got the big guy over here now. That's still not filling up at a decent pace. We have another big guy coming out. Yeah, in just a minute, we'll have another big guy ready to go. We are trying to produce some more trucks also, so let's keep doing that. There's lots of corn ready to go here. I'm constantly concerned about this thing not being able to. Let's upgrade that so that there's a little bit more room. For this guy to keep filling up a little bit more. I want to kind of get this thing out of the way. There's too much stuff on here. Bit of veggies coming through there, bit of bread. But yeah, we're not really doing a lot of it actually. So what I'm kind of wondering is whether we stop rotating between veggies and stuff, or at least on this side, what we maybe do. No, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Bread was being produced at such a massive rate. So what is happening over here? 16 wheat turns into 16 flour. 16 flour turns into 24 bread. So it really does go quickly. And what do we get out of this? About 58 wheat. Yeah, so that shouldn't be too much bread actually. Okay, and things are back. Is that upgrade done? Yeah, load the crew. One worker left. We really need to go and head on that again. So now we now have the ability to head on out. So let's head into this general direction. I say general direction a lot. What is this? Iron scrap. Interesting. We need the waste sorting. Ah, that's what we wanted to do. So this is slowly filling up. So one thing that I would like us to do is get ourselves a bit of that recycling going on. So the waste sorting plant, it's enormously expensive. So what I will do is let's flip it in this direction. Give ourselves a little bit of room here. Like that. Okay. That needs to go in there, and that needs to go in there. Okay. We'll probably need... Oh, ships in battle. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, that's a big and scary guy there. Yeah, it's going to chase me away quite easily. Quite easily going to chase me away. Run! Run! Okay, we've been defeated. Farm could not store all corn harvests. That's okay. So what we'll also do here is we'll need loose storages for a variety of different pieces. So what's the input in here? Recyclables. Oh, and then comes out is iron scraps and the likes. So potentially recyclables. We just need one loose storage here to add recyclables to the mix over there. So let's go and do all of that, and then what I'll do is I'll just unpause this one, and then from here we will need different loose storage is ready to go. Not that we're going to be generating all of this stuff, but what we'll do is we will unpause and Unity build all of this while this is a slow build. Oh, yeah, no, that's all done. We won't have any workers to work it though. 45 workers is required, so we'll leave it there for the minute. Lots of recyclables ready to head in here and not be recycled just yet. From once we've got it recycled, we need to put them back into the smelting processes also, which we'll have a look at in just a minute. Can I go and do that upgrade? Yes, and we'll do a quick deliver there, and we'll switch off the edict, which is asking our population not to grow. And we can... Oh, it's not paused? Oh, but because it's full, that doesn't grow? That's interesting. Now, back to here. You're over there, so please head on home so we can fix you. What did we find? So we went over here, and there's something here to be found. There's an oil rig. There's a ship there, but we can't actually fight this guy because it's a 430, which is pretty tough for us to deal with. So slowly we'll need to get some workers to come and work this thing. At the moment, it's a bit of a challenge, so we'll pause it because we don't have the workers to deal with it. But definitely that's something that's going to be required. Here we go. Let's get a bit of a repair going on. There's quite a lot of work to be done there. Storage large is underway in terms of its upgrades, and we've got construction parts being filled back in. Can we add a couple of big diggers over here, please, so that we can make sure that we keep a good supply of copper going? We can't run this with biomass, can we? No. No biomass running there. But now, yeah, we can also now start to input some of the iron scrap. So we've got iron scrap over here, right? So this one will actually run iron scrap too to get molten iron. And we do have a little bit of iron scrap over here, just 99 though. We'll need to start running this with a bit more gusto in order to do that though. Lots of recyclables coming out of the labs here. It was fully repaired. We could not do all the corn harvest. We can generate ethanol from it though. Ethanol. We're only doing one. Oh no, there's another round of corn over here. I'm tempted to not do that and switch this one over and become potatoes. Corn is just generating so much stuff for us, so let's move on over to potatoes. On here, that'll be fine. Oh, there we go. We did the harvest there. Early harvest. So more potatoes could be useful. More veggies could be useful. That'll hopefully work out a little bit more. Okay. Lab equipment 1 is a little bit low. That's all good. Yeah, we are researching at a pretty rapid rate. So let's give this one a bit of a boost. I think that'll be all good. We're boosting all of this as quickly as we can. Are we doing a decent job, or are we missing inputs? Okay, so let's unboost one of them. We're not boosting anything over here anymore, are we? Yeah, we should probably switch off these boosts. Yeah, and then one thing that I was kind of wondering, I've seen a few players actually do a massive dump of copper, for instance. So we are saying things can be dumped here, but we don't have a dumping site. If we want to keep digging this thing out, though, and just make sure we've got some big copper available, we can, in fact, provide ourselves with a nice big kind of mining hill of copper here. I don't know if it's really necessary. If I do dumping site, right? And we do a little bit of do something like that up to the 1 mark, and then we'll flatten it out and we'll run no, is that's quite interesting actually. Large storage has been done. Could just do big large storages though, but that's going to cost us stuff. So let's try this thing. A big mining dump of copper. So we would like copper ore to be dumped over here. And what we'll need to do is we'll need to actually do that. And now it means that once that thing's full, we can go and dump it, I think. We'll see. We'll see if that actually does happen. Large storage has been done. So now the large storage is quite an interesting one. It's way huge. It's loose storage. Let's have a look at this if we compare it to what we've got at the moment. So where do we have a pretty big, a little bit of a standalone one? Yeah, over here, something like that. Ooh. I can clear out some piping there. Now, we've got a couple of large loose storages, right? What do they call these? Loose storage 2. If we go loose storage 3, look at this thing. This thing is ginormous. And it takes, how much? So it's up to 2,160 units, whereas this one only does 3,360. So that's a real big increase there, but we need so many construction pods 3 for it. I won't be going all crazy building it unless I've got a pretty big setup for doing that. Yeah, here we go. It's actually starting to work. It's only dumping copper ore. So this will be pure copper ore that we're dumping in here. So it'll be quite an interesting one for us to do. I wouldn't mind grabbing a couple more of these guys. We should have... No, we do not. What's the situation over here? Why are we not getting this stuff? We are getting it. It's just a bit of a slow development process. We've got everything we need to get it built. No problem whatsoever. Move the boost there. I don't think that's necessary anymore. Are we filling these up? Yeah, slowly. Excellent. Workers wise, not quite ready to go. I will switch this guy on again. See about bringing in some more refugees as well. How's this going? Plenty of... Oh, we're actually moving through these things a little bit quicker now. Okay, so maybe the food... Is the food supply getting a little bit more stable? We are running an edict providing people with more food so that we can get more unity and run more boosts. That's certainly happening. And look at this stuff. More than 3,000 liters of diesel ready to go. That's the last bit there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Slow going with regard to the research. Probably we need to expand some of our operations, but that's pretty good. There's our big pile of copper is starting to appear here. So these guys will continue to dig through this and make a massive pile of copper here. And I think I'm kind of tempted to do a very similar thing on this side. Dig out a little bit more here. This should at least work its way through there. All good. And once we've got enough workers, we'll get our recycling, the rest of our recycling going. But at least we're now using biomass as a primary burn over here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, we're all out of this, so we're back onto a coal burn here. But I'm happy that we are actually burning our biomass first, which is a massive saving for that. So could not serve all corn. Mine control has no available place to dump products. What do you mean? That is interesting. It should definitely have the ability to do that, unless this guy is... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Have a look at that. We are all done with this. So let's quickly get that dumping site expanded a little bit more. I want to continue it into this area so that we can flatten out the whole thing. So if we see that, so we're dumping that, and what we can do after that is we can go through and remove the rock. That would be quite interesting. Let's just have a quick look at where our edit our area a little bit. So if we do something like this, that should be all good. So now dumping should be available. Electronic storage is doing its thing, and I'm assuming we're dumping a lot of brine into the ocean over here. We've got plenty of salt available. And we could even quickly run a bit of a salt conveyor into there and provide us with a bit of a vehicle ramp over here. And that will be kind of where we end things off. If I do the vehicle ramp right there, that should be quite useful to us. And we will do that. There we go. So now salt should be moving itself over here, and it's not going to take any of our logistics. And that'll be it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We're slowly making our way through the tech tree, very slowly, in fact, and doing what we can to kind of dig up this island and doing some factory stuff on the way. Lots of big diggers around now. I can't wait to get the really big ones. So, let me grab at least one of you guys over here. Make your way over. Yeah, we're waiting on some materials here, but that's all good. Okay, guys, if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave some comments down below if you have an interest in this stuff. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.